Well, you're going to miss it.
It's got less views now.
Sometimes I'm in my feelings, and other times I'm numb. Hey. Sometimes I feel I'm living. Other times I'm done. Sometimes my cup half empty.
Sometimes it's half full. How did I know he was going to say that? That's lyrical genius. Yeah. Cole Beasley taking us in.
We back.
We got the fucking dog whisperer, Steve Daly, over there. Steve, you haven't been on in a while since Super Bowl. I don't think.
Yeah, Super Bowl was the last one.
Crack him if you got him. Did you get in trouble because you came home a little bit too wasted?
It's not the first time that's happened. Come on.
How did you feel after Super Bowl? I was pretty hungover.
I was fine.
You were fine?
I'm used to it.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I love having you back. I like you.
I've been working away.
You've been working away.
Yeah, I've been out of town, so
it's tough to sell to come hang out with us.
The last time you were on, you were like in the group chat, "Hey, you want to be on tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've been away all week and I'm driving back tonight."
Not gonna happen.
You know, I kind of like having a family.
Yeah,
they're all right.
Yeah,
you know?
not gonna happen. You're not gonna be able to get away with that one. We're gonna quickly shout out our socials. If you're looking for anything Cowboys Can Fan, you can go to cowboyscanfan.com. It has pretty much all of our social media outlets. You can go to the audio, which we don't get that much hits on. We don't get a lot of hits on the audio. We're trying to work on that. Go to the audio. Follow us on Instagram. Bomb. that one was good.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Fuck, we missed out on the Amari Cooper trade there. Keep scrolling on down, and you can subscribe to the YouTube. If you're here watching right now, you probably already are subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, also hit that motherfucking like button, bitches, because it helps with the algorithm. What the fuck is TikTok? TikTok is probably something none of us should be on, but we are. We're on TikTok. You're not on TikTok?
I'm 44.
I'm on TikTok with a meme Cowboys page. I'm not personally on. Are you personally on it?
No, I'm not.
You're not on TikTok. I think you could be famous on TikTok.
But 21 Armando 21 is.
He is, and he's killing it. He is killing it on the TikTok. And then tweet us at Cowboys Can Fan. All the social medias at Cowboys Can Fan. We don't care which one you choose. Just pick one and sink your teeth or wiener in it.
I'm at the stage in my life where I'm not on TikTok, but even YouTube, when I'm looking for a video to fall asleep to, I'm finding videos of girls doing the Big Bank Challenge.
Right?
I'm like, what's going on with YouTube?
It's the thing now.
Yeah.
This TikTok thing is kind of taken over.
Like I just want someone to tell me I'm doing good in life and I'll fall asleep, right?
Right? 100%. 100%. So we see Steve Daly has taken over the big board too.
Yeah, big board. Oh. Yeah.
Do you want to?
Murph's reading the board. What does it state? Or what does it say, Steve?
It says, hold on, let me get this shit out of the way.
Steve Daly is a Steelers fan, so
Mitch Trubisky has a better win percent than Deshaun Watson. Fight me.
Boom. That's a mic drop right there.
The reason I'm saying that is because all this money that the Browns, which is fucking hilarious because the Browns are going to Browns, but they've spent all this money and picks on getting Deshaun Watson, accused abuser.
Yep.
Yeah, they just wanted another rapey QB in the division now that Big Ben's left.
Yeah, they couldn't have just one. And now you get Mitch Trubisky.
Well, we got Mitch Trubisky, which you know what?
He seems clean cut.
I don't. Well, there's a tweet that came out saying he loves titties, like when he was in college or something. Did he act on it? Don't know. No one's accusing him. So less money than what the Browns are paying Watson. So
much less.
We'll see what happens.
Much less.
We'll see what happens.
Much less. But we're gonna dive into some Cowboys news.
We don't have a show without our fans, so we want to say what's going on to all the diehard fans that are showing up in the chat section right now. Eric Serrato, before we can.
Serrato
already says, yo, coming in hard, smash that like button, crack him if you got him.
Crack him if you got him, son.
And he also said he's not on TikTok either. Sorry, he's 38 and stuck on Facebook and Snapchat. Too lazy.
There you go. App. There you go.
And before we say anything else, it's like you pick. It's like you're not on Snapchat, Instagram.
Find it.
You pick one and you kind of go with it.
I'm on Reddit.
I love Reddit.
Because it's impersonal.
Yeah, it's not like you don't have to.
Is that the right word? Impersonal.
Yeah, you're
Private.
right. It's you can
anonymous.
You can kind of lurk a little bit better.
Yes.
You know,
I'm a lurker.
without giving any signal of your personal life.
I'm a creeper.
You're a creeper. I find the best bush and I jump in it.
Yeah. Radiohead wrote a song about me.
Yeah. So did Stone Temple Pilots.
And TLC.
And TLC, Creep. All three of those were about Steve Daly, the Steeler fan. And then Big Ben actually followed Steve's steps. Just kidding. We're joking. That's a joke. That's all a fucking joke.
21 Armando just showed up.
Oh, what up? We were literally just talking about your ears must be burning.
So anyways, what's up, homie?
Well, our listeners,
Okay.
our viewers might notice that we don't have Alex, the Thailand traveler Johnson, with us. We have sent him a Zoom invite.
Where is he?
He's in, I don't know.
Koh Lanta, I think, or something.
Koh Lanta. It's a island in Thailand. It's like it's almost 7 a.m. there. We did send him an invite. He might join at some point, but we're going to just jump into it. The biggest news I would say, for the Cowboys this week for free agency, and we talked about it a little bit last week, was the signing of our safety, Jayron Kearse. That, without a doubt, was probably the biggest, I would say for me, the biggest Cowboys news of the prior week, because, we were talking.
That's what we were talking about. We were worried.
We were worried. He had deleted all Cowboys related shit on Instagram.
Ooh, that's normally a bad sign.
So you're like,
That's exactly what we
we're
thought.
like, he's gone.
Yeah.
And then when they started talking about the Cowboys possibly taking Honey Badger, we were like,
yeah.
okay, well, maybe that's why they're not signing Jayron, because they're going to sign Honey Badger, and nothing's been moved on.
So is that still in the news?
I don't know.
As soon as he's signed now.
So Jayron Kearse. So we got a little video of kind of
Excellent, by the way.
great pickup.
Yeah,
we got a little bit of a video here just to kind of describe.
That's not him.
No, that's not him.
The Dallas Cowboys have signed Jayron Kearse to a 2-year contract worth $10 million.
Team fit friendly.
Formerly a mostly special teamer during his previous 6 NFL seasons, Kearse found himself in Dallas, setting career highs in
Dallas is going
and
for
leading
it.
all safeties with 10 passes defended. He also became a beloved team leader.
He was, yeah.
You know the most surprising thing about that for me? I didn't realize he'd been in the NFL for like 6-7 seasons.
Never heard of him. He played for Minnesota, I think, for 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
I'm glad I didn't just say, whoa, what are some rookie numbers he put up last year? Because that's what I wanted to say.
Well, you know what? That's what Alex or I probably would have said as well. I mean, he had some pretty good stats for a rookie.
But the good thing with Jayron, so they actually, I saw a stat, Budda Baker. Everyone knows Budda Baker, right? For the Arizona Cardinals. Great safety, right? Yeah. They put his stats side by side. I don't have this because we're kind of going ad lib right now. I don't have this, but they put the stats side by side, and Jayron's numbers were actually convincingly better.
Than Budda?
And Budda was an all-pro.
And Jayron never got hunted down 90 yards by DK Metcalf.
And he didn't get, and he did, man, that's like a play of the, that was
play.
Such a good play. But Jayron didn't get a Pro Bowl nod, and he didn't get an all-pro nod. Budda Baker, all-pro. Second team, still very respectable. And Pro Bowl shout out.
How do they do that though?
It's a fucking favorite.
Is it a favoritism against? Well,
they split it.
Not for Dallas, but against
Dallas.
Dallas.
They split it. Well, you guys talk about it. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna do the Pro Bowl split.
What, like Steve and I are supposed to just talk to each other? I don't know what to say to you.
Well, the thing
nice plaid.
Oh, actually, so Sports Pro is in here talking about
Sports Pro
football, the traditional football. What is your thoughts on Italy not going to the World Cup?
Oh, let me tell you,
because I have a guy at my office that's like
I'm also
a diehard Italy fan, and I had no idea what was going on.
So Italy didn't make the last World Cup, right, in Russia in 2018 or whenever it was.
It's a good thing it's not in Russia this year.
They didn't make it, like, strangely enough, because Italy's like a superpower, as you know, if you like, in world football. Then they fucking beat England in the Euros final 2 years later, or 3 years later, because it got delayed. Then they don't make the World Cup again after the reigning current European champions, and they don't make the World Cup following that.
Is that like unheard of?
Yeah, and they've not made the World Cup twice in a row now.
What would that be?
First time ever.
How could you explain that?
Not only that, but
Canada's going to go to the World Cup?
Well, they got beat last night. Well, they got like man sent off.
Canada might go to the World Cup?
Dude, they're top of the fucking table.
Really?
Yeah. They lost their first game last night in 12 games.
Wow, I did not know that.
Italy last night or whenever it was.
Huge Canadian football fan.
they finished second in their qualifying group to Switzerland, right? So they had to go to a playoff to make the World Cup. They played North Macedonia. Where's North Macedonia?
No idea.
Exactly. They played North Macedonia.
Somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, it's like above Greece.
Yeah.
Like the Balkans area. So they played North Macedonia in a World Cup playoff. Not even Macedonia or South Macedonia. North Macedonia. Of all the Macedonias, probably the worst one.
Hey, they're always you always lose them.
They beat them 1-0.
Yeah, but you always lose them tucked away down there.
Yeah. So but Macedonia scored 92nd minute winner. And the funny thing is, you couldn't write it. The guy who scored for Macedonia scored it in the stadium that he used to play in because he played in Italy, in Serie A, in Palermo.
And he knocked them out.
And he knocked Italy out.
Fuck Italy.
So couldn't write it.
So that's what Sportspro was saying. He goes, Italy not going to the World Cup by losing to North Macedonia is the funniest shit. Okay, here, before we get off of soccer or football.
Footy.
Our boy Eric says, who on the Cowboys active roster would you believe can play soccer and play at a high professional level? He says he thinks CD would be a killer goalie.
CD, I think CD's a great pick. I would also say it's a wide receiver because hand-eye coordination, I'm sure, or maybe a kicker, Brian Anger, maybe.
There's been a couple of shows where United did it. They went to
Armando saying Anger as well. Sorry,
where'd they go? United went somewhere and they had like
NFL
players doing soccer things and soccer players doing NFL things.
Yeah. Completely different skills, right? Completely different skills.
Yeah.
Soccer or football is all footwork and like it's kind of more what's the word? It's a little bit more graceful opposed to like how many I would like to see who would you say out of the best football soccer players in the world could play in the NFL? Probably a lot of them as corners.
Fitness wise they could, but
it's just such different skills.
You've seen soccer players go down.
Yeah.
they get one hit and they'd be fucking toast.
They'd be dead.
Right?
They'd be dead.
They'd be brown bread.
I would also like to see like a good NFL player that would go and play soccer that was good at soccer because I feel like Lionel Messi's kind of like that. Like he won't go down on the first check. He'll kind of fight through it. And I feel like that gets him so many more opportunities that a lot of guys don't get that because they jump down.
Did you just name drop a player?
I did. One of the only 3 players I know. But we're going to go back. The best player in the world. That's like knowing Wayne Gretzky or Michael Jordan, right? Like everybody, or Tiger Woods. Everybody fucking knows them, right? So I just pulled this up. Current players are voted into the Pro Bowl by coaches, the players themselves, and the fans. Each group's ballots count for 1/3 of the votes. The fans
voted for himself then.
Pardon? Yeah. He probably just had paid someone to just keep voting. Hey, get a bunch of VPNs and just keep going. The fans vote online at the NFL's website doesn't mean they will be in the Pro Bowl as a group of NFL officials and coaches decide who's in the Pro Bowl. So it sounds like if we could all vote, like the world could vote someone and then the coaches and players and officials would be like, well, no, he's not going to be in it. So I don't know.
Yeah,
there's your answer.
No, that's pretty annoying though.
That's stupid.
When you put those stats out like that with Buda Baker and
I mean, it just shows that Jayron had a great season. I actually have a great clip of Jayron here. This was a great interception. This was against the Saints, where I think we had 4 or 5 interceptions. But still, this is a balling ass play.
So do you think it's just because let's use Buda Baker as a reference? Do you think it's just because he's been doing it longer that he got the nod?
Yeah.
Because you can't say that Arizona are a bigger market than Dallas, right?
No, I think it's just
not like he's on a more high-profile team.
He's just done it for so long, and then he's a known name.
He's kind of in there, right?
Safeties aren't named another fucking 5 safeties in the NFL. It's tough to do. So it's like you get a name, and you always hear it every week after week that, oh, this guy's really good. And so I think it kind of just, I think it cements it into everybody's brain that, he did have a good season. Buda Baker, don't get me wrong.
No, I'm not saying he didn't, but I'm just saying with the stats side by side.
Jayron Kearse should 100% been in the Pro Bowl. He had a fucking amazing season.
I agree because like I watched more Cowboys this year doing this podcast with you guys and, than I've ever watched.
Yep.
And it's like you get to know the players, you're like, fucking hell, this guy's good.
Yeah.
This rookie Kearse.
This rookie.
That's what Sports Bar saying. I guess is to avoid some Joe Schmo from who was shit the year from going to the Pro Bowl because he's popular.
Yeah, and that does happen. It's a little bit controlled, But I think he was snubbed. I think he was snubbed, and it kind of bugged me a little bit.
I will get a Jayron Kearse.
I thought about it.
I was thinking
a JK27 jersey.
Well, I just had to retire another jersey.
Wilson?
Wagner.
Oh, Wagner. Right.
Fuck.
I hope. Well, maybe the next one will be in blue and white, or white and blue.
Before we go in, 21 Armando, because we're just hitting the chat today.
We like it. We don't have a shit ton on the docket, so the more you can go with the chat,
the more we're gonna hit.
The more you ask, the more we're gonna talk.
Okay, so fellas, out of all the Cowboys signing, who do y'all expect to have a great season? I think Jayron is gonna have a really good season. We're talking about him.
Well, I only know this one because that's all you talked about so far.
Jayron.
Who else?
Okay,
I'm gonna go Brian Anger. Brian Anger, they re-signed. They cut him. Or they didn't cut him.
Schottenheimer.
Okay, besides
Schottenheimer. There you go.
yeah, Brian Schottenheimer. You can't use the punter. Like
I can't use the punter.
No, you can't. Give me somebody else besides
Michael
the punter.
Gallup. Michael Gallup's going to come back week 3 after his knee tear. Everyone's a little, and I'm not going to say upset, but a little questionable about our decision of going with Gallup.
I hated it.
I mean,
but then I liked it.
Crack me if you got him.
Who else is that going to throw to? Everyone else has got.
Well, that's what I mean. But I think Gallup is going to come back, and I think Gallup's going to. I honestly think Gallup might surpass CD Lamb as our number 1. That's a bold prediction right there. Bold prediction.
If he stays healthy,
mark that down.
Mark that down.
I think so. Mark it down. That's a bold prediction for 20. He marked it down.
I marked it. Biatch.
What about Joshua Baseman saying Armstrong ?
Oh yeah, that's great.
Ooh,
Did you see? I shot right to it. Dorrance
Mm-hmm.
Armstrong. That's a great. I honestly think this, and that's another guy. Dorrance Armstrong had pretty much identical stats to Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory went and got paid $70 million by a team. We got Dorrance Armstrong back for a very good deal. So if he can even just sustain what he did over, because he's going to get more playing time. Yeah. He's 100% going to get more playing time.
Didn't Schultz get a new contract?
Schulte did.
Schulte got I'm going with Schultz.
Schulte got tagged.
Okay.
So he got tagged.
I'm going with him. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can pick Schulte's. Actually, I tuned into Schulte's
gaming channel.
Yeah, live stream last night.
Yeah,
he was Fortnite a little bit. I went on for about.
I
changed my mind. Plays Fortnite. What a dick.
I agree with you though. I think Schulte's going to have a good season.
5 fundamentals, baby.
What about D-Law? You think D-Law? This is what Armando's asking.
D-Law is always going to be solid, but I think out of those guys that they just named, I'm still going to go with Michael Gallup. I think Michael Gallup's going to surpass CD Lamb, and I think he's going to be our number 1 wide receiver next year.
Yeah. Okay.
After his injuries all healed up.
Look at this fucking salty dude, Steve Jericho, on that. Just that clip that he showed of the catch from Jayron Kearse.
Oh, let's see what he said. Let's see what he said. Oh shit. Let's zoom in on this shit. If they properly review, it's not a catch. Ball rolls. Look at his thumb and the strings. Ball clearly rotated. NFL could have easily spent more time reviewing. NFL changes what is and isn't a catch weekly. This is also the dude that during reviews going, oh my God, just pick the fucking thing already, right? Like this is the same dude that Karen's over how long and how many stops there are in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly.
And then goes on Twitter, hey, at Third Dirty Martinis, we love your opinion, but it's stupid.
Great.
Yeah, done.
He had a great Mad Max. Great Mad Max.
Mad Max too.
Avatar. Yeah. What about this T.Y. Hilton rumor?
I like it.
I like T.Y. Hilton.
I like T.Y. Hilton too.
I think he'd do good in Dallas.
I think
that's from 21 Armando.
Oh man, T.Y. Hilton I think would be a great pickup. There's a couple Dallas is actually sitting right now with some money. Yep. Like we actually kind of. From where we started during free agency to where we are right now, we have a little bit of spending power.
Did they restructure Dak's contract?
Yeah, they restructured Dak and Zach Martin.
Okay.
So they saved, I think, 20. I want to say 22 million. That might be wrong. Let's check it out. I'll quickly check this out.
And they obviously lost some guys as well. So
they lost a couple guys. So it's kind of man, but just with not even just Cowboys. How crazy of a fucking offseason has this been?
Free agency's been nuts.
Compared to like what you think, like there's big name players going, it's like that meme of, what's his name? The guy from Boogie Nights, John C. Reilly, the meme of him. And when he's like looking here and looking here and looking here. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
That's what free agency feels like.
Every day.
Well,
I mean, for a bit, I mean, last week we were pretty choked because everything was happening and like there was
we were sitting back. We were sitting
moves.
back with our dicks in our hands. You got to hop in that orgy. You can't be scared. You threw your keys in already. You got to pick one and go.
Still talking about Boogie Nights?
Yeah.
Kilo C says
Kilo!
LVE was locked in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. LVE re-signed.
I saw your
team
thing.
friendly.
Smoke weed every day.
Team friendly though.
Since when?
Yeah. Right. The thing with this is the thing with the LVE thing. They're paying him $3 million.
$2 million. That's his neck brace.
Zing.
Zig on the beach.
Somebody, don't let these guys chew up the goddamn.
I didn't know what that one was. I just wanted to get. I just wanted to get in on the action. The LVE thing though, $3 million. His contract's $3 million for a 1-year deal. I've said this.
Oh, sorry about that.
Whammy. No, I like it. I'm okay with that. I think his main contract is he's kind of a stopgap between if Drew Wilcox can take over the starting role. Right. They're going to go to camp kind of, okay, who's going to play better? He might get cut. LVE might get cut in camp. But the Cowboys in the last 10 years, I'd say, have had issues with depth at linebacker. So to have a guy that you're paying that you know what you're going to get out of him, he actually had a decent game against San Francisco in the playoffs. I don't think it's not the worst signing.
It's mark it down.
This is a 180.
Hang on, I want to mark this episode down because
I'll still fucking every time he runs backwards, I'll still freak the fuck out.
I'm just gonna say, as soon first game, not first game of the season, first LVE move. All of a sudden, what the fuck is he doing here? This guy I knew this was the worst thing ever.
Camp.
No. Because that'll be a good clip. So I'm already I'm playing 4D chess here. I'm thinking of the clips for next year already.
So you're meta podcasting right now?
I'm in the metaverse, fucking meta podcasting. I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't love it. If they would, $3 million when you have how much your cap space, $180 million. He's literally a very small percent of the cap. So I don't mind it.
Okay, so Sports Pro made a bold prediction, and he's now chirping in the chat. His bold prediction is that CD Lamb's going to get injured week 2. That's
pretty specific.
That's the dark side of predictions.
Yeah, that is the dark side.
Is Sports Pro
is he in the rafters with a fucking rifle?
I said, no. Is Sports Pro going to show up and do a Tanya Harding and throw a
yeah, he's like, I gotta get it, or he's
just gonna break his legs with LVE's neck brace.
We have to confirm it with Nate Dogg because Nate Dogg's the one.
Nate Dogg's the bringer.
Oh
of
yeah,
death.
the fucking
Nate Dogg's
the bearer of bad news.
Nate Dogg is
I hope he gets injured.
Yeah, Nate Dogg is
you
the
missed out on the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah, Nate Dogg was 100% the bringer of death. So we got the full list of Cowboys 2022 NFL draft capital needs and dream pick. So this is an article on our sponsor page, DraftKings. So we're gonna run this through.
Don't make me start doing a sponsorship right now because I will.
So here you go. This is our picks right now. Round 1, 24th overall. Round 2, 56. Round 3, 88.
Oh.
That's kind of cool. Our third round pick, we get it at 88. Round 4, 29.
Is that because you're a Nazi?
yeah, that's exactly why. No, son. Well, I do have AB tattooed on my arms for Anthony Bessie, but people have mistaken it for something else. We'll just leave it at that. Round 4, numbered 129, and round 5 from the Browns, which fuck me, this is still bugs me when I see that we got picks from the Browns because they got Amari Cooper from us for a 5th fucking round pick.
You don't have to pick players from the Browns, You can pick other players.
It's still just reading this right here from the Browns. That means they got Amari Cooper for this 155. And when this guy doesn't even make it through training camp, I'm going to be extremely chapped. Yeah. A 5th round pick for Amari Cooper. We are going to get into this, so I'm not going to talk about it right now. But we're going to keep scrolling down. Team needs on offense. The Cowboys have long had one of the most vaunted offensive lines in the NFL, but they're going to need to do some retooling this offseason. Connor Williams off to Miami in free agency, and Lael Collins signed in Cincinnati. By the way, Cincinnati, great pickup with Lael Collins. Cincinnati's offensive line, dog shit. They upgraded big time.
Yeah, well,
they needed to.
They had to. Lael Collins was our one guy on our team that if someone cheap shotted Dak or did something to Dak,
the fact they got to the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow getting hit 50 times a game,
scary, right? Imagine once they start blocking for the dude.
Exactly.
Okay. They could also
as you're ripping through this, Joshua Baseman saying who's going to fill the left guard spot. Also, we need a swing tackle now that Tyron Smith misses his usual games due to injury. Who takes that spot? Josh Ball? ?
Well, we gotta. I know this isn't what you want to. The answer you're going to want to hear, but we have to hope to fuck that Tyron Smith does not miss his usual 4 games. But it's kind of been a trend. I would be very, very, very surprised if the Cowboys do not pick an offensive lineman with their first pick. I'd be very, 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 very surprised. It's not a sexy pick.
Mark that down.
It's not a sexy pick. Anth says Cowboys O-line.
We don't ever review those.
But it's funny to read it. Crack them if you got them.
He's all. So Josh is also. Sorry, Josh.
We Bessie burped at the same time.
At the same time. Zion Johnson
double
at 24.
Zion Johnson. There's a few of them. There's Zion Johnson. I was looking through it the other day. Here, I actually got it. Bessie's there going for it. I actually have it. I have a few names here on my phone. I think these are the offensive linemen that whichever one of these guys is around is who we end up picking. So you got Kenyon Green, Zion Johnson, Tyler Smith, and Tyler Linderbaum. I think those guys. I would rather.
You got 4 names there.
Yeah.
You're picking 28th.
24th.
24th.
24th. There's a good chance that one of those 4 names
one of those
is still
guys
going to be there, right?
A couple of them are interior linemen. I'd rather go with a tackle because I think we're weaker at tackle. We got Connor McGovern and Zach Martin still at guard, where at tackle we have Tyron Smith and Terrence Steele. You need a swing tackle in the NFL because tackles end up getting banged up. So I would like to see a tackle get drafted, but I'd also if that fucking if Nakobe Dean's sitting there, I just don't know how you don't take him. I don't know how you don't take him.
Where does he play?
Linebacker, but he's a fucking beast. He's like an absolute beast.
What college is he out of?
Pardon?
What college is he out of?
Georgia.
Oh, okay.
It could be like a Micah Parsons where they didn't think that they would get. Well, actually, they weren't even expecting Micah Parsons.
We weren't. Everyone thought Micah Parsons was going top 10. And everyone in the top 10's
Nakobe's not going to be there.
Everyone's wishing they drafted Micah Parsons. And that might be a kind of the thing. You get a guy really talented, not as talented as Micah Parsons, like his numbers aren't as talented as Micah Parsons, but you're going to have that thought, right? This linebacker who can run. It's like, but 24, like, expected to go around 24. I think Nakobe Dean's going to go around, I don't know, probably like 16, I'll say. So it's tough. I would like to see it. If we're picking off absolute need, I think we go, oh, look at this. Dream first pick. Zion Johnson, O-line, Boston College. They said it right on DraftKings, our sponsor. That's it? That's the only thing they gave us?
Just one?
I clicked this article. DraftKings, what are you doing?
Okay, well, since you keep talking about DraftKings, it's a perfect time for our DraftKings read. College basketball fans, join the action on court during the biggest tournament of the year with DraftKings Sportsbooks. Turn your team's victory into your own big win. New customers can bet
$5
and any team to win. And
$200 in free bets.
If they do, it's that simple. If they win, you win. Sportsbook isn't available in your state yet. You can still join the college hoops action with DraftKings pools. Everyone can
play free.
Pools all March long for a shot at a share of over
250,000. You're taking my.
Sorry, I know.
Did you? That's bold. That means I read it. Bold. The big black bold letters. Okay. I'm supposed to read. Redo.
Let's do a DraftKings redo. Everyone can.
Where am I?
Everyone can play free.
The big black bold letters.
Play free.
Pools all March long for a shot at a share of over
$250,000
in prizes. Simply join a pool and answer questions like, who will make it to the next round and who will hit the most 3-pointers?
You just hit all this, Ad. You just hit all this.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code TPPN. Bet $5 on any college hoops team to get and win. Oh, so fuck. Let's just redo that as well.
Crack them if you got them.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code TPPN. Bet $5 on any college hoops team to win and get $200 in free bets. If they win, you win with promo code TPPN this week at DraftKings Sportsbook. 21 plus restrictions apply. See show notes for details.
Two things.
What?
Nailed
it. If
it.
I want to sell more, get me to read it because I can sell sand to the fucking Arabs with an English accent. A posher one than this.
Yes.
Like
but if we get you to read it, no one's gonna know what you're saying.
No. I can do
Also
it. I can do it. I have to put it on though, like a Queen's English, right?
Yep.
Second thing. What was the second thing? Oh, did you bet on March Madness on Bet365? The free bet.
I didn't.
I did.
I fucked it up.
I know nothing about college. I know nothing about basketball. I know next to nothing about college basketball. But it was like you had to pick the winners from every round and even the winner before they were even played. and I'm like ranked like 10,000th or something.
That's
I'm
not that
doing
bad.
all right.
That's actually
like
not
I'm only
that bad.
80 points behind like the leader, but
Well, it's such a narrow margin from being 10,000 to 100, right? Like it
I
could
know.
be one different pick.
The only thing I know is pick Gonzaga, pick Duke, and then the rest is just a crapshoot.
A crapshoot. It's just basically. I mean, to actually pick a fucking that bracket is not easy to do. Yeah. There's so much parity in college basketball.
But it was free, and you could win 6 million if you got all of them right.
So,
which is impossible.
I know another guy who's into basketball. Sports Pro is talking about all of this stuff that I saw them talking about today. So he goes, "There's no perfect brackets online, and Gonzaga lost."
Yeah,
and I don't know how significant that is, but basketball fans were all freaking out, or at least the guy that I know.
I didn't know they'd lost. Like I thought they were in the semifinal.
Yeah,
they done.
Maybe they got beat.
They done, son.
They done, son.
But guess what? We love our sponsor DraftKings because they are.
That's their fault for having a college named after a fucking Muppet.
Gazunga. I think Gazunga's more like boobs. Gazungas.
I thought it was kind of like you're surprised. Sounds like you're surprised.
No, isn't it from Encino Man? It was like Gazungas.
Oh, probably.
Anyways, whatever.
What do we got going on here next? Okay, so then I kind of went from it showed us our capital and our position. This is just a Connor Livesay 7-round mock draft. Just picking the Cowboys players. So we're just going to scroll through this real quick. Look, again, Zion Johnson, 24th from Boston College. He's actually a guard and he's a center.
Is Boston College a good college team?
I think they're not terrible.
It sounds like a community college.
Welcome to Boston College. It sounds like it has
Boston College.
It probably has a great jingle. I feel like Boston College would have a great jingle.
Better than Cole Beasley's.
Yeah, which we came into today.
We came in, and that was it didn't hype me up as much as I thought. But
you know what? Sometimes you gotta change the oil, right? You gotta change the oil.
I'm talking with my feelings.
I don't love the fact that he is a guard. I thought he was a tackle. I don't like that he's a guard or center. But I also didn't like when we drafted Zach Martin. He's been probably.
I don't like that he's got two fucking things on his legs already.
Yeah, 2 knee braces.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Don't pick him.
Well, let's see. They got a video. Let's see.
You don't want to find yourself in the path of Zion Johnson.
Let's see what he did here. Well, that didn't look good.
Well, which one was it?
Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going full AJ. Oh, jeepers. There we go. I'm back. You don't want to find yourself in the path of Zion. I didn't even see what he did there.
I don't know.
Give me some full screen. What's going on here?
It's a 4-second clip, so it's going to be a little bit tough to decipher.
Ooh.
I'm assuming.
What year is it?
Right? This has to be him or here. So let's run it. Let's run it through here.
Run it back.
Run it back. Just
is it the guy on the left-hand side of the...
Nope.
Is that guy on the left?
How do you play it then?
It's this guy here. Left-hand side of the front line.
This is Ant's first time using Twitter.
Or a mouse.
I still don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's the guy. He threw him down.
Oh,
he threw him down on the.
It wasn't that good of a play though.
I'm gonna go like this.
Guy on the far left. Watch him. He throws the offensive lineman down.
But he is the offensive lineman.
Sorry. Oh right, yeah.
That can't be the right clip, man.
Yeah, that's that guy. Watch, he throws him down onto the fucking middle bit.
Oh yeah, right here. Pancakes him. Yeah. He fucking smoked him. You see that ad?
No. Do it again.
Well, here, I'll show you in super slow motion. Anyone that was watching. Oh, here we go. You just click. He's right here. Boom.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Took him out of the club. We're going to go one more time. Took him out of the club right in here. The fuck out of here, son. Wow, yeah, he
has some...
he's got he benches.
He has a +4 to strength there.
he benches.
Did he just blindside him over the fucking...
Like the movie with Sandra Bullock?
Yes.
Great.
Well, he picks him up and just keeps running. Just throws him over the side.
Pretty much. Round 2, 56 overall. They're saying George Pickens from Georgia. George from Georgia. Look at the fucking vert on that guy. Holy shit.
Give me some of that.
That's wild.
He could go all the way.
I don't even understand what's happening there. So they're saying wide receiver at 2. Don't hate. It is a big need. Here we go. Let's check out the clip from. This is great. This is now that I know how to use Twitter.
Give me some
George
volume,
Pickens
though.
is one of those guys that the more film I watch of him, the more intriguing he is as a prospect, the more my brain says he's going to be taken earlier in the draft.
Don't like this guy, narrator.
A lot of us thought. If you
why is he
asked
second
me
round?
maybe a month ago, 6 weeks
Took the
ago,
top
where I
off
thought
it.
he'd be taken, I'd say he might have been available in the
Nice
third
catch.
round. I just
Nice
don't think
catch.
there's a chance of that happening now. I picked 3 games against Alabama to show 2 minutes worth of film of. On Twitter, you can't show a whole ton of film. Look, great hands. Watch him
Wow.
catch this ball.
Nice
he
fucking
literally
grab.
snatched that ball on the opposite side of his body from where it was thrown.
I like his
preventing
power
the ball
walk
from touching the
afterwards.
From where it
ground
was
on the roll.
thrown.
Great catch. Everyone for Alabama competes. He made plays against them. Now, was there games and moments where they were real physical with him and took him out of his route?
He's
Yes, there
small,
were.
that's why.
I'm not showing you multiple pass interference penalties that he's drawn against Alabama in
Oh,
the last
man.
2 years in the last 3
Nice
games.
ball.
I think
Nice
it's
catch.
3. I think it's 1 in each game. Might have been more than that, to be
No,
honest.
if only
with you.
Dallas had a
Look at
QB that
this
could
tough
throw in the
catch.
ball.
Oh,
shit. Oh, fuck you, Steve.
Easy.
What's
You know-
the chat,
you know
what's the
what
chat
coach-
saying? What's the chat
Do you
saying?
know what coach you're on right now, Steve?
Maybe in some ways they
We
live
will
up to
we'll
that
give you a
talent
fucking
evaluation
filter
at
cloth
Georgia, but
party.
he's got a lot of
He
ability
is
to
having
go
a
early in the draft. He
so
kinda
this is all
reminds
one
me of
game.
Shah Bateman in some ways that you
So
have
he's
to be
has a
physical with him.
couple
You let him
great
get a free
catches here.
release, now they're somewhat physical with him here. If you let him get a free release, he's just too dangerous. He just
He
makes
looks
too many
kind-
plays
ooh.
on free releases.
So you
I
think he's
watched
going to be
more games
available in the
the
second round?
Alabama film, but I thought people would appreciate seeing him against Alabama.
This
Things
guy was
just-
saying he originally
things
thought he
just
was going to be a
really easy for
third round
this guy
pick,
to
but because
accomplish.
of
Not
recent
easy for other receivers. I
workouts,
feel like whoever
But
he's
drafts him is
increased
gonna
his
be getting
his
a guy
stock.
that's
You were
faced
saying
great
it's not
players
a
in
strong
practice every
QB class
day.
this year, right?
It's not.
So
But it's a
we're gonna-
strong wide receiver class.
Yeah, so you're going to see him going a lot earlier, right?
Yeah.
You think? Maybe?
Well,
Or
it's
or
tough to
later
say.
if
There's so many good wide receivers.
Is he going to be there?
I
mid-second
think
round,
wide
late
receiver at
second
2.
round for your
I don't
team?
hate
would
it.
say probably not,
I
but don't trust my judgment.
as long
I
as
don't
they're
consider
gonna
myself the expert on
if
Brady.
you're going wide receiver
Granted, but I
first or
know what
second
my eyes are
round,
seeing.
they have to be able to get
Great
snaps
talent at Alabama. Guys,
almost right away.
effort.
If you're going to spend
Yeah.
a draft pick
Oh,
on a
yeah.
first, I think first and second round picks,
They're playing
they
day
have
one.
to almost
Yeah.
play day one.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
last
isn't
year.
that the point?
Well, last year
I-
we drafted Kelvin Joseph and he barely played. He had some injuries, but it's like if you're getting drafted first or second round, you got to be playing. You got to be on the field.
If you're gonna spend a spot, if you're gonna waste a spot on somebody, regardless of how well they do in camp, you still have to. I think you still have to fucking play them. Like
You just to
Well,
see
you don't
what
have
they
to, but I
just
mean,
to
that's
see
what-
what they got.
Yeah.
Well, but that was the thing. I think Kelvin Joseph got hurt. Tay's calling me, so I can't answer. But I'll just tell her that we're.
hey baby, I love you. I'm just
I'm just casting with the boys.
I'm just casting with the boys. So this is back where
Happy
Steve,
birthday.
yeah, happy birthday. This is where Steve and I talk to each other,
yeah.
and we just kind of get
Well,
nice
I
and deep,
complimented
right?
you on your plaid before, so nice hat, bro.
Oh, thanks.
Here we go. So round 3, 88th overall. Brian Asamoah III from Oklahoma, linebacker. Which I think linebacker is a good pick.
There's another Asamoah in the league. Is that his dad? Is that the second?
That's the second. It is.
Is it his dad?
No, I don't know. But the trick to that is just acting like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I believed
And
it.
you know what?
Maybe
We're-
his brother, because if his brother was Asamoah the second, but then
I don't think that's how it works.
that's not how it works. I know. It's
all I'm thinking is
generations.
ass to mouth. When we just say ass to mouth, I don't know. Let's see what Asamoah
Three
the third-
times?
Let's see what he's got here. Let's see if he's rangy. Oh, he's already out there. Oh,
Ooh.
big pops by the third. I like the nickname the third. This video had 369 views. So I don't mind a linebacker at third. I honestly think our biggest weakness, prior to Amari Cooper and Cedric Wilson and all the other shit that happened at wide receiver, our biggest weaknesses were offensive line, linebacker. Those were, I thought we had to target those right away, first and second picks. But
QB.
what? Oh my God! Listen to this fucking guy.
Get
Well, the guy that has
I-
Mitch Trubisky as their fucking quarterback.
I can't help it. I don't mean it. I'm just trying to get.
I know you're just trying to get it right.
I'm just trying to get you hard.
You're just trying to get.
Fuck you, dickhead.
Fuck you, dickhead. What's this one?
guys give up? Oh yeah, thirsty.
That's what he said to us.
I know.
yeah,
I
that didn't
know.
work.
No, that didn't work. Sometimes you're with it.
Sometimes you're with it. And if you're watching right now and you haven't liked or subscribed, fucking get
funny
on
thing
it,
is,
kids.
If you come over here and try and get me, there's broken fucking Christmas
Yeah,
ornaments
Christmas
all
lights
over the
and-
floor.
Oh my God! I slipped on this micro machine.
That's the best line in, side note, the best line in The Night Before, the movie with Seth Rogen and Anthony Mackie and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and when they're against the girl, and she throws down some Micro Machines, and they trip on him, and he goes, "Oh, she home
Home
alone
us. Yeah. Hey, what did Joshua say? He just threw something pretty big. In
Okay,
chat
so yeah, so why haven't we signed Bobby Wagner yet? Imagine Micah Parsons being able to stay on the edges, getting constant pressure on quarterback, and Bobby W being the ultimate run stopper.
Man.
I mean, we were already blown a load
would
over Bobby Wagner.
love it.
I love Bobby Wagner.
B-Wags?
Enough to marry. Why don't you marry him?
Well,
Yeah, why don't you marry him
I
then?
have his Seahawks jersey 54.
Yeah, why don't
I
you
own
marry
it.
him
I love Bobby Wagner. And if I could get to still see him play, if I come into the cast and he's playing for Dallas, I'm all for that.
Yeah, hell
I'm
yeah.
all for that. Any team that signs Bobby Wagner is going to be a better team.
Nate Dogg's in the hizzy. What's up,
Hey,
Nate
yo.
Dogg? What's up? What
Hey,
up? What
yo.
up? What up? What up? What up?
Hey,
But yeah,
yo.
any team that gets Bobby Wagner, did you know he's his own agent?
Yeah, I read that. Yeah.
That's cool.
I like that. I mean,
I like that.
It is a little concerning. So the Bobby Wagner thing,
Probably not going to happen.
Joshua Basement. I mean,
So where's he gonna go then?
It doesn't sound like
I don't know. Somewhere that's going
Well,
to pay him more than Dallas.
they're talking. Well, I
you
heard,
said they said they got fucking huge.
They
Cap.
do.
no, but the Seahawks will probably re-sign him.
No.
No,
He's not going to go back. They're not going to be a good team. Seahawks are in a rebuild.
He's in his 11th year.
He's gonna get paid by someone.
He's got to go to a team. Yeah, why is he going to Dallas? He's got to go to a team.
We were 12-5 last year.
I'm just kidding. Hey, Mav.
What's up, Mav? What's up, bro?
Yeah, no, he's going to go to a team that's going to have a chance, right? I don't think he's going back to the Seahawks.
You know, I don't think
so?
I don't
No.
think he's
No.
going. I don't think he's going at all.
Nate Dogg says he's his own free agent.
Yeah, he is. Nate's his own free agent,
I'm
we're
my own
always
agent.
trying. We are always trying to get Nate Dogg on our team, but I don't think that's going to happen. So they're saying in the 4th round we're going to trade round 4, 122nd overall. I mean, this is all fucking hearsay, right? You're never going to be able to.
Who's
Guess a
guessing?
trade.
Who's guessing the 121 picks before that he's gonna
Right.
be available?
Like, I would like to see someone. You know what's harder to do than pick a 16 basketball bracket? Picking a team that drafts every pick you say. You know,
Yeah.
like that's like I'd say that's almost impossible to do.
Nate, since you're just showing up, the whiteboard says that's just a straight up thing for Nate.
Just spitting facts.
Spitting facts. And then,
Steve is whiter than the whiteboard. That's from Nate.
Was that a compliment?
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So trade. I mean, these you can never tell. The trades, like I mean,
You're blinding me over here. I got to turn the camera exposure down.
the stuff with this, like this is what grinds my gears so bad about the Cowboys spending a 5th round pick on the the Cowboys trading Amari Cooper for a 5th round
Okay,
pick.
Peter Griffin. Let's hear it.
Yeah, right. This, you know, what really grinds my gears is a 5th round pick. You're usually not going to get someone worthy at all. I think Amari Cooper would have been better to just fucking keep than trade,
The real
especially when they're not using his fucking.
know.
They're not using the
even
money
using
to
it.
do anything.
Well, they're not using the money.
Smoke weed every day.
Wait, explain it to me. Obviously, they got cap space because he's gone.
Yep.
Was that the best pick they got? Was a 5th round pick?
5th
for Amari
round.
Cooper.
They got a 5th round pick for Amari Cooper, and then they traded 6th round picks.
What?
Yes. That's why I made that.
How does that make sense?
That's why I made the meme, the Devontae.
No, I
right?
laughed at it.
Yeah.
And I was I laughed at it. It was funny, but I didn't think it was that bad.
It's bad. Am I right?
Am I right? Look at these guys.
It's probably.
That's what everybody else is doing.
It's literally
That's
probably
pretty bad.
the
That's pretty
Browns. Great fucking move by the Browns.
Yeah.
You're telling me the Dolphins, who just signed Cedric Wilson instead of the ante and traded for fucking Tyreek Hill for
I
a million
know.
picks. You're telling me they couldn't have drafted Amari Cooper to the Dolphins for maybe a just one third round pick,
Yeah.
or one 4th round pick? You're telling me they
or
couldn't
2 5th round picks or something like that.
something, man. Like
are the
fuck
Dolphins?
me,
Are the
man.
Dolphins making a Super Bowl run? Like, what the fuck was going on there?
They're
Yeah.
with Tyreek Hill and Cedric Wilson, who we're huge fans of.
Yep.
Their wide receiver room got a million times
I
better
will
with
be-
those two guys.
Who's QB in?
Tua
Tua.
Tagovailoa.
He splits it with what's his fucking nuts?
But-
No,
doesn't
he's
he?
gone.
Oh, is it?
But
He signed some. Yeah, I
So
can't remember. Who he
so
signed.
Tua's the man now.
yeah,
Tua's the
well,
man.
Tua was pissed because they were looking at the Dolphins were looking at possibly trying to sign Deshaun.
Yep. Yes, they were.
So he was pissed. He's like, "What? So the guys don't believe in me?" I don't think he is going to be I don't know how well of a quarterback receiver tandem Tua and Tyreek or Tua and Seti are going to be. But I guess we'll see.
Tough to say.
You know, the best thing that came out of Dolphins is that Brian Flores is with the Steelers now.
Dude, you got so lucky with that.
know.
That guy's a fucking great coach.
They lost 7 in a row and then won 8 straight, and they fucking sacked him.
They fired him?
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, well, maybe,
we'll take him.
maybe your team
We'll
sucks.
take him.
So what is he? Offensive coordinator?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's a great that's a great pickup. Actually, and
Okay, are we even going to be there for the 5th rounds?
we will be there. So we're going down on the 27th. Shout out bandwagon.
Shout out to
Well,
us.
it might just be me and you.
Shout out to us.
We don't know if Alex is going to be there.
Wait, 27th of what?
April.
Aren't you? Wait. Oh, so you're coming to Whistler
And then
flying
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what you're
nice.
doing. So that's
I'll be
great.
back for like 2 days.
Oh, that's a good
Nice.
week. You got
I
a
was
solid
like,
week.
oh,
I am
that weekend.
I am going to Slipknot the weekend before, so
Nice. Okay.
Slipknot on the Sunday, and then Dallas the next, or no, maybe. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Well, you won't be going to Dallas. You'll be going to Vegas.
Vegas, I meant to say. So Vegas, the 27th. We fly back home on the 30th.
Yeah,
So the first round is the 28th.
which is a Thursday.
I want to say second and third round is the 29th. And then who gives a fuck about really the rest of it? Like,
I mean,
we'll just go around talking to people. We'll just go interview people.
Look at this Ammy getting up. He's going to go for a pee.
He's going for a pee. He's going for a pee.
Can't even handle 45 minutes.
Is that where we're in?
Oh, here he goes, making complaints. So, I mean, it's great for us to be seeing all of this action going on. We'll probably be reporting from the airport if anything happens. We'll see how it goes. The draft goes from, it's weird, from what I was looking at, 12 to 8 on Thursday.
Fuck with me,
12
DJ.
12 to 8 on Thursday, 12 to 8 on Friday, and then
Well, I think that's
8 a.m. to whatever.
I think that's the draft experience, right? So last year, the first actual pick was called out. Like Micah Parsons got drafted, our time Pacific, which will be down there the same thing. It was like 5:15.
Right, okay.
So that's 5 hours. I mean, you go there to try to get. I don't really care how
But
close we get.
if you were ever curious of what it was like to experience an NFL draft as a fan, these two boys right here.
Well,
we them boys down there. We're gonna be showing you. We're gonna be bringing it to you.
We did apply for media credentials.
I haven't looked at them whether or not we got the media credentials
Just
yet.
leave it. Just let it be a surprise.
Oh, look at him. He's about to puke.
I'm not about to puke. I'm fucking.
gonna puke.
I'm burping. So what are we on here? What do I even got here?
Why don't we hit? So we're already at the 5th round. Why don't we go into?
Yeah, I'm just skipping out of that. That's something we already
Why
watched?
don't we talk about some Brian Schottenheimer?
Oh, okay. No, we're getting there. We're getting there. So don't look at my screen yet, Ad. You got
I'm
us
not.
but you got us on the screen.
Oh, sorry.
Who do you guys? Okay. Well, actually, this isn't tell. So we're picking 24th right now, correct? Our first round pick's 24th. Who do you think was the last time the Cowboys selected at 24th? Who do you think was their pick in the first round?
Was one of these people 24th?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that. So you can look out of these 10 names. One of these guys was picked 24th.
Oh, do you want me to bring it up?
Yep. Bring that shit up. Show the screen. Out of so this says the last 10 first round picks. Obviously, this was done in 2020. I just searched on Twitter, but one of these was our last 24th pick overall.
I'm gonna say Des Bryant.
Okay.
Oof, really?
Actually, no. I'm gonna say Zeke.
Oh, really?
What?
Zeke was picked 4th, dude.
Top 10.
Repick.
I'm gonna say
Zeke was 4th.
I'm gonna say
I'm going LVE.
Okay, that's actually a good pick.
I'm gonna say
You get one more pick.
I'm gonna say Des Bryant.
Ad's right. It was Des Bryant.
Was it really?
Yeah, Des Bryant was picked 24th. He had a bunch of issues that people thought like character issues, flaws, and
I'm surprised.
Don't make me cry on.
Wait,
don't make me cry on camera.
And you know what
an NFL player has character issues and flaws.
You know what go back to the
What?
screen.
They're human beings.
Go
Steve.
back
They're
to
human
the screen.
beings.
You know what you look like when you get picked 24th by the Dallas Cowboys? Like this. That's what you look like.
Upset or sad?
I don't know.
I mean,
one of them.
Upset or sad, that's the same thing. Upset or happy? She's happy.
Okay, come on, move it on over.
That's what looks like when you become a millionaire.
I'm a millionaire.
Yeah, Des Bryant, great. I'd say one of probably our best picks in the last
one of the best
20
wide
years.
receivers.
I loved watching Des play.
He was good.
I loved watching Des play. But going back, let me get back to this list here.
I just wanted to be able to say Des for Prez. That's all I wanted to be able to say. I wasn't a Cowboys fan when the Des Bryant era was around.
Oh, Des was awesome. So out of these picks, we got and then 2020, you didn't get a 2020 first round pick because we traded that for Amari Cooper, who's now gone for a 5th round pick. And then 2021 was CeeDee Lamb. So out of the last, they had 2019 there, traded to Oakland. So 2020 was, CeeDee Lamb, and then 2021 was Micah Parsons. So 2021, Micah Parsons, 2020, CeeDee Lamb.
Those are both good.
Both good. Traded to Oakland for Amari Cooper. Obviously terrible now because he went for a 5th round. Leighton Vander Esch is, that was a 1st round pick. Taco Charlton, the worst out of this list. Absolutely terrible.
Worst name. The fact that you have someone called Ezekiel, and that's not even the weirdest name on the list.
Want to hear the craziest thing? The craziest thing about this pick of Taco Charlton.
His middle name's Bell?
No. Taco Bell Charlton. It was between him and TJ Watt. They took him, and then the Steelers took TJ Watt right. The Steelers took TJ Watt right after. Fucking kill me, right?
That's some Cowboys. That's some Cowboys folklore for you.
That's some Cowboys lore right there.
You mean TJ Watt sack fucking
master?
Yeah.
Fuck me, does that drive me nuts? Taco Charlton was taken before TJ Watt. I remember watching that, be like, take TJ Watt. Didn't know shit about college football, but your brother's JJ Watt. I'm assuming you're going to be probably good. Yeah. And the Cowboys with the 20 slack Taco Charlton. I'm like,
you're like, excuse me? You're like, excuse me?
Zeke Elliott. I loved it at the time.
Tell me, do some producing moves right here. Find out where Taco Charlton is right now.
He played for the Dolphins but he's not in the NFL.
Are you sure?
100% is not in the NFL.
Just check.
Okay, Taco Charlton, is he in the NFL?
Let's see.
If he has a Taco Bell, like, if he runs one,
it'd be a great move.
And I need to see what what it looks like too.
Who is currently a free agent?
Comes from Michigan.
Oh man, I cannot believe that. TJ Watt breaking the records in the NFL. Wow, does that suck? So Zeke Elliott was a great pick. Byron Jones had some good seasons. Zach Martin's by far probably the best out of these last guys. Travis Frederick was great till he got he had some crazy disease and it kind of knocked him out. It basically made him retire.
Oh, really?
Morris Claiborne, complete whiff. We traded up for the 6th round pick, complete whiff on that. Tyron Smith's been probably going to be a Hall of Famer. And then Des Bryant fucking was awesome. So not terrible.
Speaking of Hall of Famer.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
Speaking of Hall of Famer, you know when you put that thing on Instagram and people vote the poll?
Yep.
Do you see who votes no and who yes?
Yeah.
Did you see that I voted no?
Who? Oh, with Romo?
Tony Romo?
Oh, yeah. Everyone fucking. I mean, the thing with Tony Romo.
I voted no, and it was majority yeah. I was like, what?
Well, yeah, because as a cow, this is how I look at it. If Tony Romo had the team Dak Prescott has right now, I think he could be. I think he could have
3 Super Bowls.
That's a bit of a whataboutism.
Crack me if you got him. It is 100%, but it doesn't take from the player. The Hall of Fame's a player's, like what the player did himself. He's broken every Cowboy record. Troy,
well, that's team centric though. That's not Hall of Fame centric. Right?
Is it though?
I would say so.
So what's a Hall of? So it's all dependent on what the Hall of Fame's based on. Is it based on the person or is it based on the team?
I would say it's. I wouldn't say it's based. Yeah, but
kind
a little
of a
bit
mix.
Of both. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like, oh, you broke all the records in Dallas, but you didn't do shit outside, like in where it matters.
So
I didn't mean it like that. I meant like.
So the argument for this,
you didn't win X amount of Super Bowls, or
so what if there's guys
you didn't break a passing record in the NFL or a touchdown record in the NFL. You got
I can see that.
You got the Dallas records.
Well, so if you don't have Super Bowls, if you don't have the Super Bowls, you should have some real like league.
Yeah, league leading stats.
But you know what the crazy thing with that is? Most guys that have broke all those league leading stats won Super Bowls. Because they had teams that helped them win Super Bowls.
No, yeah,
it's a weird thing. I don't think Tony Romo will be in the Hall of Fame. I don't, because like I honestly think rings matter. I think one ring, if you would have won one ring or maybe even made it to a Super Bowl, if you maybe even made it to a Super Bowl.
I think when it comes to quarterbacks, rings matter more than another
definitely,
position.
100%.
I think that's what it's probably based on a lot.
Yep.
So in that case, then he might struggle.
Yeah, so that then you're completely right, because the other two quarterbacks that always come up that didn't win Super Bowls but are still in the Hall of Fame are Dan Fouts and Dan Marino. But Dan Marino, I mean, he at the time was a fucking phenom, right? Like first quarterback to throw 5,000 yards in the 80s, right? Like when passing was not what it is now, right?
No protection.
No protection. Like the guy you put that guy in. You put Dan Marino on a lot of other teams, and he's a multiple Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yeah. He's got
Romo's a tough sell, and I know that. I loved Romo. I don't think he'll be in the Hall of Fame. But it got a ton of comments. It got a ton of, and that's what it's all about, right?
I feel like Romo looks and could have been like a cousin to the Manning brothers.
Yeah, his wife is a very attractive lady. And you know what? I like Romo as an announcer. Speaking of announcers, you know what we never talked about? Troy Aikman is now the Monday Night Football with Joe Buck. Joe Buck followed him over to Monday night.
Yeah.
So you're only going to get Troy Aikman maybe. You're only going to get him maybe doing the Cowboys might play twice on Monday night a year. You're only going to get Troy Aikman doing 2 Cowboys games, which is kind of weird because he usually had a lot of them.
Yeah.
We should try to we should, for one of our 3 games next year, hit a Monday nighter.
Are you doing 3 games next year?
Yeah. We're going to try it.
Well, 2 for sure, because we're going to definitely do the classic Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Classic.
I might hit that next year.
So we'll do Thanksgiving, and then we'll do the game either after Thanksgiving or before.
No, before. It's got to be before.
Whichever. I'm just saying, whichever kind of lines up nicer, it'll most likely be before.
It's going to be
and
before.
then we're going to pick and we're going to see the schedule and see what kind of else makes sense. If we can get a West Coast game, that's not too bad. Like we were saying Washington or, but so we'll see.
Washington, what do you mean?
Commanders?
The Commanders.
That's not West Coast at all.
Sorry, the Washington isn't the West Coast, but I meant Washington would be cheap tickets for us.
Yeah, cheap tickets.
You mean Washington State? Because that's just over the border.
Yeah, but is there a Washington State team? We don't play Seattle. We play the Commanders, who is probably one of the furthest teams away. But like LA, like the Rams, we play the Rams. LA is probably a doable game. And they might even open the season against the Cowboys. Might play against LA on the opening night game. That would get a lot of.
It would. The only thing about playing in LA is that there would definitely be. It seems like LA always has
scraps. Yeah, but you just stay out of it.
Nate Dogg saying Marino was incredible. You guys are right on with Marino, and Marino playing now would be Tom Brady times 12.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep, Marino was an absolute phenom. So point of attack.
No, he made the point. If you had the teams that people have now, then
it's tough. It's and you said the same thing. Like to get in the Hall of Fame without the Super Bowls, you have to be like
as a QB. Yeah.
As a QB, you have to have the guff, right? And Marino definitely has the numbers. Romo had all the Cowboys records, but I've actually read a bunch of people's reasons for him being in, and
when you're editing any clips at 57 minutes, I took a drink of my drink and I missed my mouth and I spilled all over myself. I looked at neither of you guys were looking at me. Sorry. Anyways, go ahead.
That's I wish I would have seen that. This is kind of just the same thing. Cowboys' top need is still O-line, but defensive tackle shouldn't be ignored. The Cowboys, since I've been a fan, have never taken a defensive tackle in the first round. So I don't see it happening just because obviously your general manager hasn't changed in the last 20 years.
Yep.
Defensive tackles aren't a sexy pick.
Listen, Steven, I'm just telling you right now, it's not a sexy pick. I'm not going to take some sort of defensive tackle as my first pick.
They're just not. They're not sexy.
You put
picks.
her in a skirt. I'm all over.
I'm all over that.
I'd like to see that, to be honest. I just kind of thought it was interesting to see that someone was arguing for it. Taking a defensive tackle. I wouldn't mind a defensive tackle maybe in the 3rd or 4th. A first round pick, unless he's a absolute beast, it's kind of hard to surpass. And we re-signed Carlos Watkins. We have Osa. Those guys are going to be our starting defensive tackles. It's hard to spend a pick on a guy that probably isn't going to be better than the 2 dudes you have.
Right.
Thought it was still interesting to see the take. This is
Jordan Davis.
Let's hear it.
Josh. A big shout out to Taylor McCallum. She's just showing up right now.
Tay.
Jordan Davis, if he's there, is a sexy pick at 24, says Josh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who that is, so I can't agree with you.
We're
but
just agreeing. The
just
trick
gonna
is you
agree
go,
with you.
yeah, that's a sexy pick.
That guy knows his onions.
Yeah, guess what? You got it.
Got it. Jordan
Got it.
Davis. Give us some details. Why is he a sexy pick?
So, Josh, why is Jordan Davis a sexy pick?
And while we're listening to you, we're gonna crack him like we got him.
Crack that for Joshua Baseman, who's been hitting fires this entire time.
Cowboy. What did Day say?
Cowboy hat face.
Cowboy hat. Because
it'll be this right
yeah,
there.
gotcha. Well, while he's typing to us,
Happy
Chiefs.
birthday, Tate.
Oh, nice one.
Happy birthday, Tete.
HHBTM. Chiefs trade Tyreek Hill to the Dolphins. Who are the biggest winners and losers? I didn't really bring this up for
You
the
didn't
fact.
like? You didn't like that?
No, I can't believe I didn't see it. I saw it and it said 7 hours ago. And I was like, how did I not see this? And I put it in the group chat. I was like, what the fuck? And
Right,
you're like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe I didn't see it. I was working, but I was like, how the fuck? And it was like, oh, he had a choice of the Jets.
Jets or Dolphins?
Or Dolphins. And there's like, they left
Did you
the
imagine he
statement.
went to the Jets?
Well, I saw an interview with Hill today and he was like, I was never going to the Jets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
Oh,
literally was like,
fuck.
I was not going to the Jets.
Oh, Ad has me on this video. So we got a little video here. We're gonna play of. I
Players are doing the exact same thing. Stephon Diggs is going.
don't know why it doesn't get rid of the play button.
Breakfast, and I was like, I better get downstairs.
I can't believe that trade, though.
Rush down the steps from our cafeteria upstairs here at NFL Network to comment on this.
Are we as interesting as these two dudes? Guy on the left's about to fly away with those ears.
The funny thing is, I'm not ragging. No, I can't say it.
His offense, he's done that in the past, whether coaching with Brian Hoyer in Cleveland, with Jimmy Garoppolo in San Francisco.
I don't know why I
keep
can't get
coming
rid of
back
the
to what
play
Mike
button.
Garafolo was just talking about.
No one
At
was worried
some
about it
point,
until
the
you
Chiefs
started bringing it up.
made the decision to make this trade. You can talk about the
Unbelievable.
money. They could have made the money work. You can talk about the compensation they got back. I don't think it's a bad move for the Chiefs. I think they get the cap space. They can get all those draft
Yeah, but you're
picks,
losing
and
one of
they
the best
can
wide
be
receivers in the
better
NFL.
Look,
in the long run.
every
At some
fucking
point, they
highlight you
decided,
see of
we're gonna
Mahomes
trade Tyreek
making a
Hill.
play
We
is
think
either
we can be
Travis
better
Kelce
without
or
or
Tyreek
Hill.
Yeah.
If he's throwing a 50-yard bomb, Hill's on the end of it.
Yeah, it's-
Every play, fucking deep ball, he's getting it. Who's he throwing to now? Who's he throwing to?
Yeah, I think it was. I don't like it. I don't like the trade. But the thing that pisses me off the most about it is.
Well, hang on a second. You don't like the trade. You're not even a Kansas City fan, so why do you care about it?
Ooh, yeah, good point. I don't like the trade. The fact that the Chiefs let him go, I think is what he's getting at. Why would the Chiefs let him go? They can't agree on money. Well, you've just lost the fucking best deep threat
Okay.
in the fucking NFL.
So that I can agree with.
I'm going to tell you why I hate the trade.
Okay.
Because we got a 5th fucking round pick for Amari Cooper. That's why I hate the trade. The Tyreek Hill.
He's legit the fastest player in the league. If you want someone to get open, if you want to throw the ball,
Still.
he's on the end of it.
Still.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Cowboys should have waited.
I saw the Pro Bowl. I saw Micah Parsons beat Tyreek Hill in the fastest.
He's so
in the
fast.
sprint
A lion
competition,
always
so-
beats a cheetah, baby. A lion always beats a cheetah.
shit.
But the reason I don't like the trade is
I don't
because,
think that's true.
well, in a fight, it depends what you're talking about. Are they fighting or are they racing? I didn't.
The Lion isn't the spottiest out of those two.
No, no, definitely not. I hate it because I just feel like if the Cowboys would have just waited a bit longer and the Devontae Adams or the Tyreek Hill trade would have happened sooner than the Amari Cooper trade, we probably would have got better compensation.
Okay,
I'm not
so
saying that.
Would you have liked to lose Cooper and gain Hill?
Oh well, fuck,
Well,
without
yeah,
a
of course.
doubt, without a
I'm
doubt.
just- I know, I'm
but
just
like
asking.
you'd
But,
have to
look-
trade. You'd have to trade Cooper and probably a first and second.
Yeah, but I don't think. I mean, yeah, you know what?
How
Actually,
about Cooper and LVE for Hill?
In a fucking.
well,
I in a perfect world, it happened. It happened somewhere in Madden. It's done.
I mean, like, I can agree with you on that. The fact that what's happening there, it pisses you off. Crack it if you got
Crack 'em if you got 'em, son.
it. It's not great for the Cowboys, but it has nothing to do. Like, it doesn't. Like him going to the Dolphins doesn't change.
No, I don't
anything.
hate. I don't hate the trade. I hate the trade because of how shitty we. That's it. That's the only thing.
It's so actually the thing with the Hill trade and the Devontae Adams trade, it doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense to me because you're trading Devontae Adams, like he's perfect for Aaron Rodgers, and then you're trading Tyreek Hill, who's perfect for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
So that's where I just like it. It doesn't make sense.
That's so funny.
That says it in a fucking meme right there.
The Devante Adams one is weird for me. There's something going on in Green Bay.
Just leave that on for a second. Let people soak that in.
I don't know what's going on in Green Bay. They're paying all this money to get Rodgers back.
Yeah,
I
know.
And then they're trading his best weapon away.
That's what I'm saying.
Makes no sense.
It makes no sense to me. Like,
hey, guess what? We play Green Bay this year, so
that's good for us. Shit? That's good for us.
Like, so when literally, Devante Adams for me is the best wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, and then
without a doubt.
Yeah,
is that because you had him?
I've had him for like 3 years.
So do you? I would like to see him with Carr. It's going to be interesting.
Well, he played college with
they were college. They were college mates. Yeah,
I mean, like, look, it's a fucking good trade for Vegas.
Oh fuck!
Like,
I mean, it's a good trade for Devante Adams. He's moving from Wisconsin to fucking Nevada.
Yeah,
he's trading up.
Yeah.
Well, you're right.
If only for weather.
I was gonna say, think about for even just weather.
Yeah.
Right. If he's playing a playoff game at home, well, he's not gonna have what happened against San Fran.
Exactly.
Because it was cold. That game against San Fran was like, it was
a cold game.
It's supposed to be one of the colder games.
Huge fucking.
It's huge,
point, right?
Especially when you're a skill player. Massive.
Yeah.
What do we got next here? We got NFC East free. Okay, so NFC East.
I like how you said we didn't have a lot to talk about, but we're like in the hour mark.
Yeah,
and
we always do.
We still have like a ton of shit.
This is literally our last thing. This is our last thing.
We haven't talked about Brian Schottenheimer at all.
Did I even bring that up?
No, you didn't.
I mentioned him earlier.
Yeah, I thought I had it on there. So, okay,
so you bring up what you want.
Maybe we just go to that because that's Cowboys centric. This is just saying the Eagles are leading the ways. The Cowboys, Commanders, and Giants struggle.
Let's talk about the Mike McCarthy guy.
Okay, let's talk about that. Brian,
fuck with me, DJ.
I swear.
So what were you getting at when you said when you said on Instagram that Mike McCarthy's the go-between front office and
that was AJ.
Oh, that was AJ. So what was he getting at with that?
I don't know because he's actually he's actually hired as like a he's like a Mike McCarthy guy. So I don't really know. I think AJ reread it after.
So Brian Schottenheimer was hired to help.
He's an assistant
to help Mike McCarthy, but really he's going to go between Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore, and he's going to help talk through and spot like certain NFL trends and plays that are happening.
No, but what Steve was saying, AJ in the chat,
he's a special assistant to coach.
He kind of does it all.
Okay.
His dad, Marty Schottenheimer, Marty Ball. I really liked him as a coach.
Wasn't he in Seattle?
Chargers.
Brian was.
Oh, Brian was. Yeah, Brian was. Yes. Sorry.
He was the offensive coordinator for 3 years.
Yeah.
So Cowboys offseason 2022. Brian
coordinator
Schottenheimer.
Coach, I think. Sorry, not coordinator.
Yeah.
I said coordinator.
He was the offensive. Yeah, he was
coordinator.
Yeah.
But he's
whichever. But he was offensive. Yeah.
The Schottenheimers and Mike McCarthy, like they're close.
Schottenheimer. That's
like
look at that fucking name.
Yeah.
That's a name.
Do you think he's like got German in him?
No, definitely not.
I think he's Irish.
He's Irish. Yeah. Brian Schottenheimer hired in Dallas after a short stint with the Jaguars, per report. There's a new face heading to the Cowboys coaching staff. Do you want me to read this, or do you guys know anything about it?
Oh, well, why don't you say a little bit more about what we were talking about?
Well, with
That's
the retention of
unique role.
Yeah, it is. It's like it's not a known thing. It's not really talked about. We did have a coach doing this last year. He's not here anymore. He's going to be basically with the retention of both offensive coordinator Kellen Moore and defensive coordinator Dan Quinn. The Dallas Cowboys are mostly set to see the return of the coaching staff, led by head coach Mike McCarthy, who led the team to a 12-5 season, but also disappointing showing in the first round playoff exit. Let's do a draw with 13 seconds left. The latter proves there's still much to be done if the Cowboys want to finally turn a corner that's eluded them for 2.5 decades. And they're hoping Brian Schottenheimer, son of the late, great Marty Schottenheimer, will aid the cause.
Okay, so when I saw this, when you posted it, or whoever posted it,
yep,
my first thought was that Kellen Moore's done. Like Schottenheimer's come in,
just aiding,
and he's OC.
It's like
Kellen Moore's out the door.
It's like the South Park episode.
Weird.
Yeah, it's like the South Park. It's like the South Park episode when they have Jared Fogle, the pedophile subway guy.
The subway guy, yeah.
And they're like, "Well, how'd you lose all the weight?" And he's like, "AIDS." And everyone's like, "What the fuck, AIDS?" But he just means like an aid, like someone that's aiding him.
Yeah.
So the way that when it's gonna be Mike McCarthy, they're gonna be like, "How'd you win the Super Bowl?" And he's gonna scream out, "AIDS!" I hope not. So the 48-year-old is being hired by the Cowboys in a unique role on the coaching staff per Monday Morning Quarterback. one that will presumably see him focus on the league trends and game planning as an assistant to both Moore and Quinn, which you don't hear about that very often.
Why?
That's right. Ben McAdoo was doing it.
Ben McAdoo, yes,
Because
exactly.
if you want to hire a guy,
right?
Fucking hire Ben McAdoo.
Ben McAdoo.
The successful Giants head coach.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, and now he's leaving to be an offensive coordinator to where?
Carolina.
So we'll kind of see what happens here. His Schottenheimer's brief stay in Kansas City, or following his brief stay in Kansas City, Schottenheimer headed to the collegiate ranks for 2 seasons, returning to the NFL as a quarterbacks coach for the Washington Commanders. They weren't the Commanders in 2001.
Yeah.
He'd remained in the league mostly from that point forward, serving as QB coach for San Diego, LA Chargers as well before being named offensive coordinator of the New York Jets. So he's not screaming credentials. He isn't screaming credentials. I think this is one of those things that it's more so a Mike McCarthy. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, and I think it's getting... and Lieutenant, nice hit.
They're making a good point there. When he was in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's gonna make a difference. It's just such a quiet with the Cowboys offseason stuff. It's big news because there hasn't really been other big news.
Ooh, that's a fucking
read it.
Tagline at the
Read
end.
it.
That said, Moore can use all the help he can get next season. No shit.
He could. That is 100% true.
Yeah.
100% true. And if it helps us even win one game or makes us even 2 or 3 plays less boneheaded a game, maybe he's going to help Mike McCarthy time management better, which was a huge issue.
Oh, Mike McCarthy's time management was horrendous.
Like, I don't think Dan Quinn needs that much help. The guy's Legion of Boom. He won a Super Bowl as a defensive coordinator in Seattle. He made it to a Super Bowl as a head coach in Atlanta. I mean, it's hard to say that guy needs some help. I think they're just trying not to say it's just for Kellen Moore.
So we talked about this at the start of the season, or before the season started, and there was talk of people wanting Mike McCarthy to fucking do one, right?
Yeah.
They were wanting to sack him.
Yeah.
And we talked about it on the podcast, like at the start of the season, like, well, you gave him like...
If he was on the hot seat.
You gave him like, the hot seat, yeah. You gave him like the back half of the season before. And now
COVID,
he's going into
COVID season.
COVID season, right. And then he's going into a new season now, and we were like, fuck that. Like, the guy's good, he'll do it right. But after the season that you've just had, which was highs and lows.
Highs and lows. Like,
so
it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
He's on the hot seat.
What is your thought now? What I'm asking.
He is on the hot seat this year. I honestly think I could even see him maybe even say he wins a playoff game and then loses in the divisional round. I could see them maybe still moving on from him. But say he wins it or makes them get to and this is a fucking far shot because it hasn't happened in 26 years, but say he does take them to the NFC Championship game and loses, can you get rid of him? Because he's had progress. First year in COVID, no playoffs, shitty team.
Yeah.
First year as a full team, went 12-5, lost in the wild card. Third season, makes the NFC Championship game, loses. Well, you got to give him a fourth season, right?
Then you can't get rid of him.
You can't.
No.
So, but I do think anything less than an NFC Championship game,
then
I even think if he gets to the divisional round and loses, I think he's gone. As weird as that sounds to say.
No, that's what I'm asking because that's the way the world works now, right?
It's how
instant success,
or you're gone.
But
it's going to be his. Sorry, Ad. It's going to be his third year. Shit or get off the pot, and
right.
Okay, so now the difference between Mike McCarthy and, let's say, a Jimmy Johnson, who did take the team to Super Bowls, and then all of a sudden he's not part of the Cowboys team because of the rift between Johnson and Jerry Jones. The difference with Mike McCarthy is that he's kind of, as everybody would say, maybe a little bit of a pushover for Jerry Jones as a GM. So
and they say that's the thing with Jerry Jones with hiring coaches. He always wants to hire someone that
he wants a yes man.
He wants a yes man.
But here's what also doesn't make sense though, and I know you're trying to call us out, but
no, I'm not. I'm just getting ready.
Jimmy Johnson wasn't a yes man, and he won you multiple Super Bowls.
Yeah, I know. It's this weird egomaniac mindset, right? In a perfect world, he would have kept Jimmy Johnson and they would have won 5 more Super Bowls, but he just couldn't have that. He wanted the success and he wanted the control. And well, now it's been 26 years since they've won a fucking Super Bowl. So,
and that's where I'll it's his money. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. So,
true that. So, Steve, any last thoughts?
Any last words, Steve?
Yeah, this is a terrible fucking song and music video from Cole Beasley.
No one knows what you're talking about. No one knows even what you're talking about.
Well, it's on the screen.
Oh no, you can't do that.
Oh, it was an empty chair, but now Cole Beasley's in it. Yeah.
So for Steve Day, the football loving, UK thugging, Manchester loving fan and bandwagon
and Mitch Trubisky fan.
Oh, we're also going to say this is the first podcast without Bandwagon Boy too.
I know he didn't show up.
He didn't show, which we expected. So in that case, for the Bandwagon Boy, your host Dan Best and Steve Daly, we out.
Want the fucking world most times, don't want anything. Sometimes I feel I'm too much, sometimes feel I'm not enough. Sometimes hate my fucking self, most things I wish could be redone.